Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. We are from group 1 and today we will be discussing about the computer performance which is benchmarking. We are really excited to have everyone here and I'm sure we will have a great time working together. First of all, what is the definition of benchmarking? Before we start the discussion, I would like to introduce my group member. We start with name Shelly, Anati, Fatin, Alia, Ifa, and Fakiha. In general, we all know that the benchmarking is an important aspect to measure and evaluate the performance of computer systems.
A benchmark is a test to check our laptop's performance. Benchmarking is designed to assess the performance of laptop components like the CPU, GPU, memory, and storage. The way a benchmark tests a laptop is by running multiple tasks, such as loading images and playing videos. Once the test Let's look at the Geekbench CPU score for Shelly, Ifa, Fatin, Anati, Alia, and Fakia. Ifa's device stands out with the highest multi-core score, exceeding 10,000. Shelly's device shows decent multi-core performance, but has lower single-core score. Fatin and Anati are balanced, with Anati slightly ahead in multi-core. Alia and Fakia also deliver strong multi-core performance, closely following Ifa. Now, let's check the Geekbench CPU score. Shelly's device take the lead with score above 4,000, while Fatin device scored the lowest. Finally, let's look at the 3D Mark graphic test result. IFA device is the top performer in both graphic and CPU score.
Based on the data we have collected, we can conclude that the fastest computer is the Huawei MateBook D16, which scored 10,168 points, while the slowest one is the Dell Latitude 7400, which scored 2,898 points. There are three main factors that contribute to the computer speed, which is the first one is the CPU, the central processing unit, are known as the brain of the computer. Its clock speed, the number of cores and threads directly affects how quickly it can execute instructions. A higher clock speed means faster processing, and more cores allow the computer to handle multiple tasks at once, improving multitasking and performance for parallel operations, which gives you a much more smoother work experience.
Next, we move on to the next important components in computer, which is RAM, or we call it as a random access memory. Random access memory means the computer can handle more applications and processes simultaneously without slowing down. Faster RAM, for example, we have DDR4 or DDR5, can also improve data transfer, speed between the CPU and memory, which directly impacts system responsiveness. Important component on a computer is a GPU, or we call it as a graphic processing unit. GPU is essential for rendering graphic or processing image and videos. It is specifically tasks such as gaming, video editing, or machine learning. The performance of the GPU can dramatically impact speed. Even for non-graphics intensive tasks, a more powerful GPU can free up space, and CPU and RAM for the other processes.
Here are the three new knowledge gained while using benchmark and 3D Mark. First, performance measurement, objective comparison. Benchmarks like 3D Mark provide standardized, repeatable tests that give you an objective performance score. This allows you to compare different systems or configurations such as CPUs and GPUs under similar conditions. Quantifiable metrics. Instead of subjective impressions, you get precise numbers for performance, such as frames per second, rendering times, and overall score. This helps in assessing how well a system handles demanding tasks. Second, system optimization, identifying bottlenecks. Benchmark tools help pinpoint performance bottlenecks in a system, whether it's the CPU, GPU, RAM, or storage. For example, if your system underperforms in a particular benchmark, it can signal that upgrading a specific component could provide a noticeable improvement. Testing overclocking. Benchmarks are useful for users who overclock their hardware. By running a benchmark before and after overclocking, you can gauge the exact performance gains or losses and ensure stability. And lastly, system upgrade validation. Assessing upgrades. After upgrading a component, you can rerun the same benchmark to see if the performance has improved as expected. For example, upgrading the GPU might significantly raise your 3D Mark score, showing tangible benefits from the upgrade.